work in my 2017 Composite Art Journal, and I am going to work on the Joggles prompt. I've been doing prompts from Joggles Art Journal Adventures. It's a Facebook group. There's a link to the Joggles channel and to the Joggles Art Journal Adventures in the description box below. So I've been following along with these prompts. This was prompt 2. Prompt 1 was the cover. I haven't done the cover yet, but I will be doing that. Prompt 2 was texture. This is what I did. Prompt 3 was mugshot. I still like this gold around here. I really do like the frame. Prompt 4 was doors. This was a play off of a childhood game. Prompt 5 was sunshine, and I did a play off of Sunshine on My Shoulder, that song from John Denver. Prompt 6 was the word subtle, meaning no bright colors. And I used a glitter photo shoot of my grandniece in this. I really do like how this page turned out. So I'm ready to work on prompt 7. And that's what I'm going to work on today. The prompt is text first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use sections from our daily newspaper as the text, and I'm going to collage them down. I also am going to use this text stencil. I believe this is all about art. Art is just another way of expressing our inmost thoughts onto concrete media. I thought that would be fun, and I'm going to use a quote, and it has to do with time, so I'm going to use this Tim Holtz clock stencil. So that's where I'm going with this. When I'm finished, I'll come back and talk about it. My page is dry enough to work on, so the next thing that I'm going to do is give this a light coat of paint. I have raw umber, a gold, and a white that I'm going to mix together and make a wash over this. My page is dry enough to work on. The next thing I want to do is use these stencil some of these clock faces and some of this text down on the page. I stenciled a clock face and some text. You can still see the text of the newspaper underneath. This all is just a little bit darker than what I want, so I'm going to take my paintbrush and tone it down a little bit more. This is dry and it's turning out exactly like I want it to. You can see the clock faces on this side of the page. A hint of one up in here, but that's okay. You can see the text showing through here and the text of the newspaper showing through. I'm really happy with it. The thing that I want to do now is I want to use my fine line paint applicator, and I'm using a black. This is a standard 18 gauge nozzle. And what I want to do is write a quote on this. Now, writing with the fine line paint applicator gets a little tricky. There are little globs when you start and stop, but I kind of like those. And I'm practicing my handwriting using paint through the fine line paint applicator. I also want to do some embellishment along the edges. You can see the clock face in here, and if you look close, you can see some of the underlying text, especially in this area. And of course, this is the text from the stencil. See some of the clock faces in here, around in there. I think that I am going to border this with some of this mixed media transparent blue. This is from Plaid Enterprises. My page is all finished. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the splatters. I still want to practice writing with my fine line applicator. This quote is fairly large, but it's okay, it works. I like the blue along the border. I lost some of the original text, but that's okay. I know it's there. I can see the clock faces in here, and I can see the text from the stencil. I have to look pretty close. Right in here, you can see some of the original text. So this was a fairly simple page for me, but I did practice doing my splatters and writing with that fine line paint applicator. You're going to see me doing more of that. I will see you on the next page.